Hey everyone, got a different style video for you this week. This time I'm doing a little bit of urbexing and checking out Joe's Junkyard in Spencer, Massachusetts, which has been abandoned since February of 1986, when a massive fire ignited an estimated 1.5 million tires. Firefighters would fight the blaze for 5 days, with the smoke plume visible from much of the state. The EPA would declare the location a Superfund Site due to elevated levels of lead and oil that could potentially leak into the town's water, working for several months to clear the contaminated soil before abandoning ship, leaving nature to reclaim the land. So this was my first viewer-submitted request for the channel from a trusted source, and when trying to locate the site, I was surprised to see there was still a large enough pile of tires to be visible on satellite images, which you can see here. Holy shit. I've always enjoyed getting the chance to explore abandoned locations like this. There's something eerie, almost liminal about them, I guess you could say. The first location that my friends and I explored about 20 years ago was Rutland Heights State Hospital, which was an abandoned tuberculosis hospital, or sanatorium, much like the famous Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky. Coming up here is one of the abandoned garages used by the Junkyard for dismantling vehicles that would come to the site. From what I was told, there's 2 more of these buildings somewhere deeper in the woods, but I was unable to locate them during this trip. This one seems to be a hangout for the local youth to ride skateboards and bikes in. I always had plans to visit more abandoned locations when I had originally created the channel, but it seems the days of easily accessible sites, such as this one, are coming to a close, with the vast majority having collapsed or are actively being demolished in Massachusetts. There are still a few hospitals and schools in the area, but there's little to no chance of getting inside there without legal permission. So I'm always keeping an eye out and an ear open for leads. Maybe I'll have to start looking in the neighboring states. Can't believe they just left this desk here. Something I should make mention of if you happen to be exploring an area such as this, and I think this should come as common sense, wear thick boots and long pants. The rusted metal and broken glass scattered all around these places are no joke, especially someplace like a former junkyard, where even in the surrounding woods I was careful to not just kneel down without checking the ground first. Not to mention it helps with the natural hazards of the area, such as truly brutal thorns blocking paths or trails, as well as everyone's favorite creature on this planet, the tick. Yeah, it was just trash, tires stashed all over this place, all through the woods. There's a nice old well right here. This is one of the reasons why you should always be careful, especially when exploring in the night. You don't want to fall into something like this. This right here, I believe, was the office, or maybe even the house of the original owners of the junkyard. Kind of reminds me of Jason's shack from Friday the 13th. Very creepy finding it back here in the woods. I had been warned the upper floors of this house were getting soft, but now there's almost no upper floors at all. There was another section of the house that was inaccessible from all of the debris, but I don't think I would have risked that one anyways. A couple friends nearly went through a rotted floor right in front of me at another location, and I was running this one solo, so no need to take unnecessary risks. Not to mention the possibility of running into the owner of this nest, and the lovely load they left. I'm thinking maybe black bear? Goddamn Sasquatch around here. Here's the other half of the house I had mentioned. I wasn't really up for climbing into that, but it did lead me to notice a way into the basement. The big reason I came to check out this location was apparently there was a mural of a demon on the walls in here. I built it up in my mind of being a bit more than it was, you could say. Alright, where is this thing? That's it. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. I had a lot of fun checking out this location and hope to find more spots like this in the future. Although there's less and less of them each year, so we'll see what happens. I'm beginning production on my next Soul Survivor episode as well, so you can expect to see that in the coming weeks. Alright, thanks so much for watching, you guys. We'll see you soon. What a goddamn mess. I need to take the shot after this. Alright, where the hell am I? How do I get out?